Let's get to your Texans.
Yes, the best for last. This one is also a very, very obvious question. Will a retooled offensive line protect C.J. Stroud better? After surrendering a combined 90 sacks in C.J. Stroud's first 2 NFL seasons, the Texans underwent an offensive line overhaul, trading away Laramie Tunsil and acquiring veteran left tackle Cam Robinson, left guard Laken Tomlinson, center Jake Andrews, and drafting rookie tackle Arioton Irsay. And the Texans coaches are still doing some tinkering. Irsay saw time at both tackle positions during the offseason practices, and with new offensive coordinator Nick Caley learning on the go, it could take some time for this line to fully gel. What this also doesn't mention, new offensive line coach. The hope is that a retool leads to another AFC South title and a deep playoff run after 2 divisional round exits. I do believe that this is the correct question. This has been the biggest issue for C.J. Stroud in his first 2 seasons. It was much, much worse last year, and I have more faith in this offensive line than I did last year's offensive line. I like Cam Robinson at the left tackle position. There's a reason that Minnesota went out and got him after their left tackle went down.
I think it'll get better as the season goes on. I'm concerned initially just because of how fresh they are. I do like the fact that you made changes that were needed this year. They're not getting complacent in a bad division, referring to the Houston Texans. You go 10-7 this year again, you're going to win the division in my eyes. Hell, I think this is the division where you can win 9 games. You're for sure going to win the division. And that's not saying much. What the Texans need to do is elevate themselves into the 3-headed monster, as we call it. That is the Bills, the Ravens, and the Chiefs. That has been the top of the AFC we've seen for the past few seasons. There's a few teams you can throw in there that could be in the top as well. The Chargers are a team that's looking to emerge. The Broncos had a good year. How good will the Bengals be with that offense returning? It's just the defense is a question. There's other teams in the mix here. Young teams like the Patriots. Are you hot on them? Like I said, the Bills. This is the year for the Texans to go out, dominate the division, and try to not be the 4 seed. Am I wrong?
Absolutely.
Now, the O-line has questions, no doubt about it, but it can get better as the season goes on if they stay healthy. I love the receivers that they go and get. They give more options. I love the fact you go and give them kicking the tires on
Cam Robinson?
Nick Chubb. I think that's huge at the RB2 position. So I'll let you guys talk about your Texans here.
Well,
a little concerned about the O-line at first, but I think you got to go try something different.
And hot out of the gates, they're going to be tested immediately because week 1, they played the Rams, who had 2 potential Rookie of the Years on that defensive line. The next week, they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Vita Vea is no walk in the park.
No, he's not.
You get the Jags, then you have to face that front 7 of the Tennessee Titans, and then it's the Ravens. I mean, that is a tough first 5 games for this offensive line to be tested.
Yeah, I just think, with Houston, I know it's boring, but I think that they're going to be 10-7, 11-6. They're going to be 4th. They might win a playoff game, and then they're going to get smoked by the 1 seed.
Wow.
Spoken like a true Texan.
Seriously, do we...
Well, I do think that they can... I think the 1 seed this year is going to still be between the 3 teams that I mentioned. If I had to pick one, I think Buffalo is, just because of what the division outlook is like. But if the Texans can get you 12 wins, you could be a 2 or 3 seed. I truly believe that. I think the Buffalo Bills are going to win 14 games this year, or something along those lines. I'm taking the over in their win total for sure. I just think they're at that point, and that's where the division is. Miami got worse. The Jets are going to suck. And the Patriots, I'm not buying all the stock. They're going to be that good right away. Love Vrabel.
Yeah.
Could be a playoff team, but what?
Some of the over-unders
wins?
are like 8.5, 9.5. That's a bit much.
That's a lot. That's a lot to ask. Not to say it can't happen. He could have an impact kind of like Dan Campbell when he came to the Lions. Year 2, this is year 1 for Vrabel, but I think he can have the jump. Year 2, and I really like Drake May. They went from 3 wins to 9 wins. That's about where I see it. The Bills are going to win a lot of football games, so I have them at probably my 1. Baltimore just wins in the regular season. You're right. Can a team like the Chiefs maybe not win 15 games? They're winning 11 games, right? And the Chargers could technically get that division. Or if you like the Broncos, I'm not buying all the stock in the division. I'm just saying I think that's the Texans' year. You're right. They might be 10-7, be a 4 seed. But if they get to 12 wins this year and you're sitting at a 2 or 3 seed, that's a whole different outcome, especially if you're 2 and you're hosting another home game. I think that's where things change up a little bit. I think that's doable. I'm not saying they're in that upper echelon yet, but they're the next team up. Am I wrong about that? They're the 4th team in the AFC in my eyes.
Yeah. I think they are exactly 4th place. I think that's who they are.
They could be higher.
I think that
you got to break into that.
I'm not picking that though. Is my thought. I don't know.
Sure.
It's tough sledding for them, But the fact is, I believe if this offense gets clicking the way it should, and we see what the defense is, they could give 1 through 3 a run for their money in a playoff game.
Yeah. Well, I think for seeding, there's going to be some cannibalization for sure in the AFC West because everybody's gotten better in that division. Other than I think the Chiefs, if you had to say one team that hasn't.
Which treading water is still, hey, you played for a Super Bowl.
And you won 15 games. Exactly. So I say all that. There's still the odds for a reason there in Kansas City. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think the Texans have a grip on the division for sure. If you had to pick a team to get second, what are you guys going with? Titans, Jags, Colts. Still going Colts?
Give me Colts.
I would go Jaguars.
Okay. I might go Titans. I don't know why. I'm kind of buying in this. I don't know what they are, but I think Cam Ward's going to be a good quarterback.